Hello, fellow strategists. Welcome back to Strategic Mind, the Pacific, and playing hardball. We have broken the Allied resistance in the Caribbean, playing for the Imperial Japanese. Well, and now let's see what happens. Probably nothing. Well, there was also an additional objective. We needed to capture the sugar mill in Pinar del Rio last time, but we were so quick that that was actually immediately done. So, let's see. Ending the turn. And nothing, okay. I'm still suspecting that there must be one submarine around or something, at least, because we sank 7, and that's sort of a weird number. On the other hand, like, there are 7 capital ships. So maybe that's just paranoia.
Imperial submarine here, looking for prey.
Is there anything
Silent
here?
And deadly. Silent and deadly.
No. So well. So the whole western part of Cuba is under control.
Yes, Commander.
You guys are there.
The enemies of the Empire will not run away from us.
I hope we run out of
Tank takes over Cienfuegos.
The Empire will take what it needs one way or another.
There you go. And then we are using our sappers.
We fight for Japan.
And you guys drive around there.
We will take them by surprise.
And if anything is there, then we will find it. Our scouts will find it. Yeah, you guys just drive around. Do we see anything? No. So our planes and our ships broke all resistance. By the way, I wonder if we are getting experience for this. So let's attack.
Entering the designated
Let's go
area.
here and let's attack this minefield. Blow up the remaining mines.
That was a perfect shot.
Well, probably not, huh? And then these guys. Yeah, that we can do for free. So now we've got anti-air here with our flak, but I think that no one will arrive anyway. Going here, you guys drive there, protecting. So that's our M4A1. 76 tank, but there's nothing really to attack except for the forts over there. And I want to take them. I don't want to destroy them.
Imperial
so here we've got our scout.
At your service.
And by the way, there's this guy. Ah, yeah. Well, can we actually... Who are they? They are flamers, that's good. So we are landing behind this one here. So we are flying there. Landing there. Good. And then we are taking this one over.
We charge into battle.
Very nice, that's ours. And then we are going here.
To win the fight.
Oh, I was a bit too quick. They could even have cleared the minefield there, but well, whatever. So, and then we've got a tank here that can easily get over here via the port that is under total control and functioning nicely. And these guys, they're just staying here.
Observing the horizon. Your orders. We serve faithfully.
1, 2.
No one can stop me, except for you. Start the engine.
We are the Sea Wolves! No one will notice our approach. Too bad for them.
Yeah. This
Yes,
infantry
Commander.
takes over
The
Cockburn
Emperor's
town.
banner will soon rise above the whole world.
We are
Now these
nobody.
guys, well, if I had hoped that the tank would be a bit quicker there. But I guess it's fine.
Big guns are nothing without a fighting spirit. Ask the dead
Well,
guy
and then these
chins.
guys. Well, the next turn they will take over this one. So let's go here, and these guys are landing there. Clear
For
the
the rising sun.
minefield.
The
And then we
enemies
go
of the
here.
Empire will not run away from us.
And everyone else,
Do you require assistance?
guys, look for subs. Yeah, well,
Start
let's just
the
stay
engine.
here now. So
Route
there,
confirmed.
We bring the storm.
carrier
Firestorm.
goes there,
Our vessel
Heavy cruiser
is
goes
the
here.
Pearl of the combined fleet.
and then this
Enemy
guy
vessels are lurking nearby.
goes there.
Underwater
Sub.
silence makes me mad. What's there? Have you
Patrols
checked for
this area,
escort
nothing is
ships?
there. Well then, and then we are done. So they are staying here.
The Imperial fleet knows no
Yeah, let's
defeat.
actually stay here, where we are actually a little bit safer. You guys go there. Oh no, sorry. What is this, by the way? That's, this is the priest artillery. Okay, yeah, then we can have you guys there. Yeah,
I obey your orders.
that's all good.
We
And then
are
next turn-
nobody, unseen and unheard.
Yeah, they are being refueled now.
Imperial submarine here.
Do you require assistance? Moving
They go
carefully.
here. No sub.
We are the muscle
You guys
of the Imperial
sail
Navy.
there.
Just show us the target.
And the two
Protectors of the
destroyers
fleet.
defend
Moving
anything against anything that might come up. Okay, so
Be careful
Planes.
with the bombs. Here we come.
land there.
Are we fully loaded?
You guys land there.
We are the swarm.
You guys land there as well.
What does the Emperor want us to do?
And then one more plane can
Are
land
we
there.
fully loaded? In unity is our strength.
Like so. I don't want anybody to
The warriors of the sky.
fall
Are
out
at
of the
your
sky.
command.
So,
Always
from
first.
there.
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat.
You
Always
guys fly
first.
there.
If the battleships are the muscle of the Imperial Navy,
And
we
you guys
are its brain.
fly there.
We carry the deadly arrows
Yep,
of
this
the
one is
Emperor.
nearly full. Okay,
Imperial
you
Air
guys
Service.
go there. Land. By the way, don't we have
If
anybody?
the battleships are the muscle of the Imperial Navy,
Yeah,
we are its brain.
you fly over there as well.
What should be destroyed next?
Doesn't look like anything is happening. Especially as we are rather quick,
What
so
does
that
the
was a
Emperor
nice
want us to do?
Caribbean Japanese blitz there.
We
You
are
guys
the
come
swarm.
back. And like so. So. Good checking. All planes. No, this,
Those
yeah.
bombs are
All
heavy.
planes are on some ship. Very good. And then that's
Could
that.
you locate additional
These guys,
targets?
they can just stay there. They will take over this one here.
Large, clumsy, ugly Gaijin tank.
Ah, no, here.
Watch out, I'm coming for you.
You take over Cuba Airfield. And then we take the seaport.
That is how we
in
make
case
Japan bigger.
any ship
Time to
was
place
there.
a
So
proper
now
flag
any
here.
sub will also start floating around and they can't get any more fuel anywhere. Very good.
We will die if necessary.
Ending the turn. So we're not getting more experience. Yeah, nothing happened. Okay then. So I'm still slightly irritated. all enemies are done. Yeah.
We are
Well then, the tanks
iron
roll
hammer
into...
of the Emperor.
no, sorry. You guys take over the fort. Get some additional experience, by the way. Very good. So, that's why we do that as well. And now we have total control of everything. And then you guys, you just take over.
One more territory for the Empire.
We have taken over Panama, Jamaica, and the Cayman Islands. The capital of Cuba, Havana, has also been seized.
Great news. The British and Americans have been driven away from the Caribbean. And Cuba has been justly punished for going to war with us. So many great gifts for the Emperor.
The cities Cienfuegos, Camagüey, and Santiago de Cuba have come under the control of our forces.
Cubans are better at making rum and cigars than they are at fighting. I hope after the lessons we've taught them, they'll mind their own business and choose their allies more carefully.
From Prime Minister Tojo to Admiral Yamamoto. Besides the ability to fight, the artistic ability to draw is also important to the true warrior. Over all these years, the Imperial fleet, guided by your hand, was drawing a grand picture on the canvas of the world's oceans. It is a picture where Japan takes a proper place among the leading world powers. The operation in the Caribbean Sea has become the last amazing touch to your masterpiece. You are a true artist and an outstanding strategist, Yamamoto. It seems that divine providence itself entrusted you with the command of the Imperial fleet and guided your every step. Please return to Japan as soon as you can. Our nation wants to honor its defender.
Nice. So we've got everything. 400 points, so we don't need to look around anymore. We spent 99 points of prestige worth in ammunition. We destroyed 2 tanks, 12 anti-aircraft units, 8 artillery pieces. Why don't they give us any prestige, I wonder? Because they're so fragile. I feel that they're actually some of the nastiest units. Artillery only gave us 49. 34 infantry, 1 plus 164, 11 fighter wings, 20 tactical bombers. Here, the losses, those were our kamikaze. Forts, 19, 7 capital ships, worth 970 prestige points, 2 carriers. Yeah, it doesn't give too much prestige, right? Like the big carrier, that's kind of seems to be a little bit low, but well. 16 escort ships, 7 submarines. We lost one recon plane. And now we've got the katana, plus 5 command points, and the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Pillars of State. Very nice. Let's finish the operation. We've got everything. This year, this is all the maximum. 25, all flags 25, enemies killed 100 for everything and everyone. Initial, the number of victory points you have at the beginning of each operation. And secondary objectives up to 100. Very good, let's finish the operation.
On the Emperor's will, we have started preliminary peace negotiations with the United States. However, they are adamant against negotiating with me, claiming that they do not negotiate with war criminals. Thus, I cannot properly fulfill the Emperor's will, although I can make it so that you will have a better chance of success.
Oh, an interesting
I
development.
hope that you will do much better in the upcoming negotiations, Yamamoto.
I promise you I will do everything possible for the sake of the Empire.
Do your duty, and I will do mine. I have long since forfeited my life in the name of serving Japan, so I lose nothing. I wish you all possible success, Yamamoto.
Oh, is he going to commit harakiri now? Or seppuku rather? I wonder. Like, is he a war criminal again? Oh, he is. Oh my goodness. Prime Minister's private residence. Well, that's really honorable that this guy is going out of the way. Chopping his head off, I wonder though. Well, the White House, the Oval Office.
Mr. President, I have come all this way for the sake of peace and prosperity for both of our countries. I am sure that if our nations start treating each other with respect, then the nightmare of the last few years will never happen again, and the future generations of Japanese and American people will forget what the war is.
Not the words we might expect from the man behind the attack on Pearl Harbour.
At that time, I was a military man and had to follow orders. Now, however, I have become Prime Minister and issue orders myself. I was always against the war with the United States, and I can finally put my efforts into the correction of the fatal misunderstanding between our countries.
What are the guarantees that the Empire of Japan will not enact some new sort of treachery while we are talking?
You have my word, though that is not all. His Majesty, Emperor Hirohito, asked me to deliver his personal guarantee, written by his own hand, with his personal seal on it. It is a unique and unprecedented document. Japan will never desecrate the word given by our Heavenly Emperor.
Presumably. However, the negotiations are not going to be easy. You surely understand that Japan will have to deoccupy the territories of the Caribbean Sea, Hawaii, and Australia.
Undoubtedly. However, on the conditions of the demilitarized zone and the Japanese observation mission allocation for the next 50 years. Additionally, very soon you might need a strong ally against the potential red threat.
That is an interesting proposal. Well, I see we indeed have some things to discuss here.
An interesting development.
On behalf of the Empire of Japan and His Majesty Emperor Hirohito, I, Marshal Admiral, the Prime Minister of Japan, Yamamoto Isoroku, hereby sign on every paragraph of our peace agreement.
On behalf of the United States of America, I, elected President and the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Military Forces, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, hereby sign on every paragraph of our peace agreement.
Let peace rule.
Let peace rule. Yamamoto, I must tell you that you do not even realize that you have saved Japan from a very grim fate.
Well, that guy looks like, well. So that's everything that we have right now. Awards. Rear Admiral, Vice Admiral, Admiral, Marshal Admiral. The Order of the German Eagle. The Order of the Sacred Treasure 3rd Class. Knight Grand Cordon of the Most Exalted Order of the White Elephant. Order of the Rising Sun 2nd Class. The Most Illustrious Order of Chula Chom Klao. Grand Cordon of the Order of the Sacred Treasure. Knight's Cross with Oak Leaves. Grand Cordon of the Order of the Rising Sun with Paulownia flowers. Is this like, is this the same nation, I wonder? Would be nice to have some more information on this one. And by the way, I know that some of these, and obviously these ones here, the German ones, but some of these medals and awards, they really exist. Yeah, not sure about all of them though. Grand Cordon, if you know anything, please do share. your comments and your knowledge with the community. That would be really nice. But yeah, so the Grand Cordon of the Grand Order of the Orchid Blossom, Order of the Golden Kite 4th class, Grand Cordon of the Order of the Illustrious Dragon, Grand Cordon of the Order of the Golden Kite, the Knight's Cross with golden oak leaves, swords and diamonds, Military Medal of Honor, Great East Asia War Medal, Grand Cordon of the Order of Auspicious Clouds, Grand Cordon of the Supreme Order of the Chrysanthemum, the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Pillars of State, and a very special katana. There we go. That's the awards. Losses. Ah yeah. So we all in all we lost 7 tactical bombers. I think those were only the kamikaze. We lost 3 forts over the whole campaign, 1 escort ship, and 16 reconnaissance planes. I always try to be very careful, and that's the thing to do in such a game. Of course, you know, like always to see to it that you are never using the unit, because then you can easily refill it, fill it up with new men. Yeah, rather pull them out of the action. And it is imperative to use a combined arms approach. Yeah, so actually mostly our land units and the fighters as well, we always saw to it that the enemy could not retaliate, yeah, or if so, then they would be very significantly weakened, so the chances of suffering losses on our side were always rather slim in most cases. So not the approach, you know, the fist approach, but the brain approach. And that's it. We won the game. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. So, many thanks for watching if you watched all of this. I hope you enjoyed the series. I like this game really a lot. I like this whole approach of the Strategic Mind games, the series. And, well, you know that there's also the US campaign that we will continue now. I wanted to play the Japanese one first. Because, well, we already know more or less how the real world history took place, and I wanted to see the ideas the developers had first. Yeah, I thought that was probably even more interesting, even though it's more fiction than anything else after a certain point. Yeah, well, and I really like this game. So we are going to continue with the US campaign. And after that, I will give my final review, as always, after all Let's Plays. And well, in this case, with this game, we will have these 2 Let's Plays, yeah, because that is, well, the whole game. But, like for the Japanese campaign, I think that was quite interesting. The developers had a lot of very nice and interesting thoughts, also about the developments, yeah, especially about the time frame after Australia. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. That's like the stuff that I personally really like a lot. Yeah, and we will continue. And yeah, I hope you liked this one as well. And if you did, please do show it by clicking the like button. And well, if you haven't done so yet, I would like to invite you again to subscribe to the channel so you never ever miss an episode again. And well, if you want to share any thoughts, like, I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you think that this alternative history could really have taken place? Like, do you think even that the United States would have made peace at this point? Well, firstly, I thought, well, they would never really give up, because they would always fear that the Japanese would be too strong. Yeah, and at the same time, the United States economic power, which is always the basis for any military power, is so huge in comparison to any other nation on the planet, that I personally would think that they would probably not give in. No, probably not. On the other hand, thinking about like continuing a war that they literally lost on every field of battle in this campaign here. And then getting out of that situation easily, like with Yamamoto's offer, I think it's actually not unrealistic. Yeah. And I know about the documents, and you know, we already discussed it when we were playing the Australia mission. That the United States actually had a certain line, you know, where they said, okay, north of this, if they can do what they want, we don't really have any interests there. Like also the attack on China, for example. So if the Japanese would have stayed in that territory, yeah, the United States wouldn't have cared too much about that, yeah, because it's always an economic decision also, like what kind of risks you take, the costs involved, and what kind of advantages you get, right? And the really strategic interests were with the oil of Indonesia, as we know, and that's where the red line was. But without that, the Japanese couldn't have waged the war anyway, so they needed to do that. So if they wanted to continue the war. Well, and I can say that I personally learned a lot, being a German and European, you know, like with the Second World War. I mean, you know what's going on more or less with the Pacific and so on. But neither in school nor in the regular media, this theater of war is actually a big focus. Yeah. So we people in Germany, the people in Germany, and I think like most other European countries, so they are mostly focused on the European theater of war. Of course, maybe North Africa as well, but that's already even of less interest, yeah. And you could also criticize that, because the World War really means all over the world something was going on, yeah. And in so far, this game was an excellent opportunity for me personally, and I hope for you too, to broaden the horizon, learn something new, yeah, and make new experiences. So I hope you liked this one as much as I did, and we are continuing in another Let's Play. And you can also find the link to the Let's Play for the US campaign in this video's description, where we'll continue. See you then, and maybe in another Let's Play. You are heartily invited. There are many cool games that I'm playing on the channel, and well, check it out if you like. See you then, bye bye.